What if everything that made you special was from a mysterious bloodline? The movie begins with a simple idea that slowly turns into a life-changing revelation. Kyle Johnson is your average high school star, confident, talented, and riding a wave of good luck that never seems to run out. He's admired by his classmates, trusted by his teammates, and adored by his parents. Life feels perfectly balanced, almost too perfect, and that's exactly where the trouble starts. From the very first moments, the story hints that something beneath the surface isn't quite right. Kyle dreams of shrinking, of losing control, of being watched by forces he doesn't understand. His parents brush it off as nerves, but the audience can feel it. This isn't just anxiety. This is destiny knocking, and it's about to kick the door down. At school, Kyle's popularity explodes after he leads his basketball team to victory, with a move so impossibly perfect it borders on supernatural. The crowd cheers, his confidence soars, and everyone sees him as unstoppable. But beneath that applause is a quiet question. Why does everything always go right for him? Kyle's friend Russell jokes about luck, while class overachiever Bonnie challenges him to think beyond sports. She pushes him to care about history, heritage, and where he actually comes from. Kyle shrugs it off until he realizes he doesn't actually know much about his family at all. At home, his parents grow strangely evasive whenever he asks about their past. Simple questions turn into awkward deflections. His mother insists they're just American, nothing more, nothing less. But Kyle can feel something being hidden from him, something buried beneath forced smiles and uncomfortable silences. When Kyle begins noticing his luck intensifying, acing tests without studying, finding money on the ground, landing impossible shots, he chalks it up to coincidence. But coincidence starts to feel like a pattern, and patterns demand explanations. Curiosity pushes him to investigate, and what he finds only deepens the mystery. Old documents, altered names, and missing records suggest his family history has been carefully erased. The deeper he digs, the more it feels like someone didn't want him knowing the truth. Then come the physical changes, subtle at first, enhanced reflexes, strange instincts, heightened strength. But soon they're impossible to ignore. His body begins to change in ways no teenager should experience, and fear replaces confidence. When Kyle stumbles into an Irish heritage festival, everything clicks into place. The symbols, the music, the energy, it all feels familiar. And when he sees a mysterious dancer performing with supernatural precision, something inside him awakens. That dancer, Seamus McTiernan, radiates danger disguised as charm. His movements are flawless, his smile unsettling. Kyle can't explain why, but something about this man feels deeply connected to his own strange transformation. Then it happens. Kyle's luck vanishes. He fumbles plays, loses confidence, and becomes the very opposite of who he once was. His body starts shrinking. His coordination fails. Even his reflection begins to look unfamiliar. At home, the truth finally comes out. His mother reveals she is a leprechaun, one who gave up her magic and heritage to live a human life. Kyle's luck was never random. It was magic, inherited and protected by a powerful coin. That coin is now missing, and without it, Kyle's transformation is accelerating. His body is reverting to its true nature, and time is running out. The only way to stop it is to reclaim the stolen magic. They soon learn the truth. The thief is none other than Seamus, a rogue leprechaun who thrives on chaos and power. Worse, he's family, and family in this world cuts the deepest. Kyle sets out on a journey with his parents, his best friend Russell, and the ever-determined Bonnie. What begins as a rescue mission quickly becomes a test of identity, loyalty, and belief. Their search leads them into danger, deception, and moments of doubt. Along the way, Kyle struggles with the truth that everything he thought made him special might have been borrowed power all along. Halfway through the journey, the question becomes unavoidable. If your success came from magic, was it ever really yours? And if you were in Kyle's place, would you want to know the truth, even if it meant losing everything? The confrontation with Seamus finally comes, and it's nothing like Kyle expected. Seamus isn't just evil, he's bitter, resentful, and fueled by centuries of pride. To him, power is everything, and mercy is weakness. A challenge is issued, not a fight, but a contest, one rooted in tradition, skill, and identity. Ancient games decide fate, and each test pushes Kyle closer to his breaking point. Strength fails him, speed abandons him. One by one, his advantages disappear, and for the first time in his life, Kyle is forced to rely on something other than luck. Then it hits him. The magic never made him great. His heart did, his discipline did, his belief did. The coin was never the source, it was just a symbol. With that realization, Kyle stands taller. He faces Seamus not as a boy with borrowed power, but as someone who finally understands who he is, and that changes everything. The final challenge becomes a battle of spirit rather than the strength. Strategy replaces magic. Trust replaces fear, and when the moment comes, Kyle makes a choice that proves he's grown beyond the need for luck. Victory doesn't come with fireworks, it comes with acceptance. The curse breaks, the truth is revealed, and balance is restored, not through magic, but through courage. Seamus is defeated, not destroyed, forced to face the emptiness of his obsession. The threat ends not with vengeance, but with understanding. Kyle returns home changed, not because of magic, but because he finally knows who he is. He embraces both sides of his heritage, no longer afraid of where he comes from. His family heals, old wounds close, and for the first time, honesty replaces secrecy. The past no longer controls the future. At school, Kyle steps forward, not as the lucky kid, but as a leader. He plays not to prove himself, but to lift others up, and that makes all the difference. In the end, the story isn't about magic or leprechauns or destiny. It's about identity, belonging, and realizing that who you are isn't defined by where you come from, but by the choices you make. If you enjoyed this story of hidden power, identity, and self-discovery, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another epic recap. Drop a comment telling me which movie I should break down next. And remember, the real magic begins when you believe in yourself.